Well, 2005 certainly is a year that's going to define us in Louisiana with Katrina, and then just a few weeks later, the end of September, Rita coming. And Rita was every bit as devastating to southwest and south central Louisiana because of the storm surge and because of the wind and other hurricane damage. It just was that, that area is not as populated as New Orleans, but it was every bit as devastating to us. And a lot of people are still rebuilding and just getting going again. I think the other thing that I always remember is the Baptist men's groups. Texas Baptist Men comes to mind, and disaster relief. And though we had some disaster relief going on in Louisiana, I think we'll be able to look back at Katrina and Rita and really realize that receiving the help from those other state conventions is really what was the catalyst for our own disaster relief groups and the interest that there is now in helping through disaster relief. At First Baptist Church in Lafayette, we were just sort of finishing up, having a group of people stay in our gym and some other buildings, and because of Rita coming, we had kind of abandoned that sheltering process. And then in the aftermath of Rita, we welcomed in about 60 doctors from Minnesota, believe it or not, who came and stayed in our building, and they were on shifts, and a group of them would sleep, and a group of them would serve as triage doctors at the auditorium, municipal auditorium, Hyman Center, and then they would sleep, and the others would replace them, and that went on for weeks and weeks and weeks. And it gave us a real blessing of being able to be a part and being able to house those folks who'd come to help us. We were still very much in the middle of many of our church members having people in their homes from the New Orleans, Gulf Coast, Mississippi Gulf Coast area, and different places like that. And it was just an unbelievable time, and certainly one that as a pastor I'll never forget.